We like that. Woo!
Yo. Good morning. Good Sunday morning. It's your co-host, Broderick Masters, aka at Rick Masters 23 or Mr. Leo IG. Rick Masters everywhere else. Welcome to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, man. Y'all already know what time it is. The Pull Up Basketball Podcast gear, the red, the black, the white, the tanks, the sweaters. Y'all already know the deal, man. But check it out, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. You feel me? Hit that like button when you come in here. Also, just know that we got the super stickers, man. We got the super comments. So that way, as you know, on most nights when we going through, topics of the NBA or whatever we're talking about, we can see that as quick as possible. And most importantly, I hope everyone, saw the tag, saw the YouTube page that I put out because we're at the end of the month, y'all. So you already know what that means. That means that we having a contest. And of course, we're going to do the Jeopardy style contest that we did last time since so many of you loved it so much. One thing me and B.Jizzle, the host of the show, like to do is always give back to all the members who support us, man. And, we want to make sure we hop off in that. And we're at the end of the month. We do this every end of the month. If we skipped one, most likely we got pretty busy, but we never forget about y'all. And of course, today's prizes is going to be a sweater, the pull-up basketball sweater, man. So whether you want it in black, white, whatever, whoever wins, we definitely going to make sure that we get that sent to you. Get your size, get all that good stuff going. But before I even get deep into it, subscribe to at the real Leezy Warriors fan. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you also subscribe to at T Sweezy, the Celtics fan. Also make sure you subscribing over there at Big Fan Breezy Nets fan. We got Big Tone, of course. Make sure you subscribe to him as well. Sports Network Heat fan. Don't forget to subscribe to my boy Andre, DFJ Hoops. Andre 76. He's a 76ers fan. The brother knows what he's talking about. Tune in sports, man. Cavs fan, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to him. But most importantly, because we have these end of the month contests, as you can see, some of the names that I called out, these are people who support the show. These are people who became members of the show. And again, we definitely like to give back, man. Of course, we got 12 members, excluding myself, so 11 there. But we just want to make sure that we give back. But how do we become a part of these end of the month contests? It's simple. You get one of the three badges, right? You get the pull-up badge, $4.99. You get the shout-outs promotion of your social medias. Make sure you send that information if you sign up to bjmatthews3@gmail.com. Of course, you know what I'm saying? You get the access of us shouting you out, making sure we show you love and support to your channels. Also, let's not forget about the $9.99 badge. Of course, that's the Clippers badge. Obviously, B.Jizzle, the host, he tends to, he works for the, Clippers, of course. So, of course, when he has all these members from the Clippers, any type of sports media, any type of figurehead, people who have podcasts of their own from the organization, you are able to get those 3 videos a week that he produces for you guys, for all the Clippers fans out there. So make sure you get on that. And most importantly, around the summertime, we start doing the interview badges, $14.99, all access to special guests, BJ and Rick. And you bring you on the show. So, we got Kerr up here, you know what I'm saying? We got Hollins up here. We got Mr. Parker up here. We got Rick Berry up here. Y'all get to ask some questions, man. So just so y'all kind of understand that we do appreciate y'all's support. We do appreciate y'all's love. And let me go over to the comments real quick. We got Miss Tay in here. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Tay. Tay Bop. Much love. Make sure you join our membership, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, for more exclusive content and interviews. Welcome, everybody who's watching. Like I said, as you can see, we have the members, G Master Funk Flex, Hope Davison, Tune In Sports, Thomas Talented, Miss Davis, OC Love, Rhonda Flores, David R, Andre 76, Bruce, myself, Miss Tay. And like I said, excluding myself, those are all the members we have right now. But don't be shy, man. Go ahead and get you a membership. And what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to go ahead and play the 2-minute video, membership video, just showing you everything that we have. But when I come back, man, we'll start the game. If I don't see too many people in the chats or too many, because of course I'm gonna drop the link. But if I don't see too many people come in that are members, you know what I'm saying, we definitely can postpone. I tried to get it out there about an hour early just to let you know we're going to do it today. But if we don't get too many people in here, we'll just postpone it. No big deal. But at the end of the day, man, if you're a member, and even if you're not a member, you still can enjoy the show. But if you're a member, make sure you hit that link I'm about to drop inside the chat, and then we'll get this thing going. But yo, man, y'all stick around, and here we go. Yo. So of course I already dropped the link. Like I said, even if it's 2 members, we'll still carry on. But what I'm gonna do, just to be fair to everyone, I'm of course gonna wait about 5 minutes here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wait about 5 minutes. If we get about, I say 2 to 4, even if it's 2 people, 2 to 4 members in here, we'll carry on. But if not, no big deal. We'll postpone, you know what I'm saying? Because we want to make sure we show y'all love, right? But as I'm waiting, you know, for members to hop in, like I said, we need at least 2 or more. Then, of course, even if it's 3, no big deal. We'll figure it out. But yo, as I'm waiting here, check it out, man. I know. Okay, we got Bub in here. I know that you guys are excited about the NBA because I know I am. I know I am. Like, I want to ask, and I'm trying to get Bubba up here on the stage. Yo, Bubba, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So since you up here, I'm gonna ask you. I was gonna, and I'm asking everybody, but Bubba, since you up here, I want to ask. Bruce said, please postpone. All right, Bruce, that's one. I got you. Salute Tuning Sports. Salute Pagan 180. I want to ask you, brother, who are the teams or a team that you are like, kind of like, dang, I didn't know they're gonna come out with that much fire this year. Like, who's really impressing you this year?
East or West or any team?
It don't matter. Any team.
So far, I'm gonna say the Orlando Magic because the Orlando Magic really have a lot of young players. Wait, give me a second.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Orlando Magic because they have some young players who a couple people picked them as their dark horse to kind of make the playoffs and surprise everyone. But I watched them recently and how they was playing. They was playing as a team, not a my turn again, my turn, your turn type basketball. And it was like they was moving as a cohesive unit, and that's really what I love to see about a team because if you have a team and most of the guys are playing ISO ball, it takes a lot from the team in terms of their what you call it. It takes away from the players because if one person is only dominating the ball, it takes away from the other guys. But if you have a team that all the players, everybody's involved in the offense, everybody's doing their job, everybody's helping each other, it makes the game of basketball very fun to watch. So I'm gonna say
You
the
know,
Orlando Magic. Yeah.
and you know what, man? I'm gonna have to agree with you. Orlando is on my scouting report. I've been looking at them, and I agree with you. The way they're moving the ball, the way they're playing as a team is kind of shocking. Like, I mean, I guess what would you expect? It's not like they really have like a T Mac or a Dwight Howard in his prime, right? So it's like you got to play as a collective group. But agree with you on that. Now, here's some of the teams that I was kind of like, yo, like they came out with fire. OKC. OKC, every time they play, I'm trying to watch them. Like they look like a solidified, like they look ready. Now, granted, as far as they can go, I really don't know, but I have confidence in them, the way they play and the pieces that they got, Giddy, and then you got Holgram, you got Alexander. And then let me ask you, Bubba, Alexander, don't he just look poised out there, man? Like he just like you can't really stop him. Do you get that feeling from him?
Yeah, he plays at his own pace. He doesn't like let defenders kind of rush him up into forcing up a tough shot or anything. He plays at his own pace, and yeah, he plays poised like you're saying. But me personally, I think I want to see him get more in the defensive end because scoring wise, I know he can score the basketball. He can get his other teammates involved, but I just want to see him more playing defense. Now he's a good defender, but I just want to see more.
I feel what you're saying. I feel
Yeah.
what you're saying. And then, surprisingly, like I said, I've been watching everybody. The Cavs. Now, I already know that, what I'm saying, Tune in Sports favorite guy, Spider is always gonna do his thing. But the way he cooking with what is it, Mobley, the center, bruh. I'm just sitting there like, Mobley got some little footwork going on this year. And shout outs to the host, BJ. You know what I'm saying? He said, my guy doing his thing. I appreciate that. The main host of the show dropping in, checking in. But yeah, man, it's like that little Cavs unit, man, they playing together too. They actually shocking me too. And another team that I'm shocked by, the Rockets. You know what I'm saying? Tune in Sports said OKC trash. I don't know if I go that far, Tune in Sports. And you can hop in and give your opinions too on why they trash. But they look pretty good. But and I know they just played, they just played your team. So I get it.
They lost. Yeah.
I get it. But I don't know about that. You know what? Coming from you, Tune in Sports, I'll take it. I'll take that. Because if somebody beats the Bucks, I'll be like, nah, they trash. I'm like, nah, they ain't trash. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. We all gonna have our day. We all get beat. So it ain't no big deal. I'm still feeling the Jimmy butt whooping from the first round takeout. So I'm still feeling that. So I definitely
to this
understand
day.
Yeah, to this day. Because look, man, I'm pretty sure myself and everybody else that loves the Greek Freak, we all got this feeling of what the heck is going, like what happened? And we know what happened, but it's almost like a disbelief, like, oh man, like this is a bad dream. It wasn't no dream, that was reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Emo Jimmy came in there saying, yeah, we about to chop you up, sauce you up, serve you a side of fries, you know what I'm saying? And send you packing, and that's what you're supposed to do. When it comes to the Miami Heat and them boys, you know what I'm saying? Salute to them, man. They handle business. They beat us fair and square. I can't say nothing, but I still feel that because everybody and their mother know that we thought the Bucks was gonna go a little bit further than that, at least second round, but nah. Jimmy said, y'all go ahead and go home and get the crying. And that's what we did too. And I'm still crying about it. But at the end of the day, man, another team, the Rockets. They looking nice. The Rockets are looking nice. Allen NG, what's up? What's up? Salute. They looking nice too, man. Salute. I wasn't expecting some of these teams to come out with this hot fire, man. I wasn't really expecting a lot of teams, but I'm starting to watch these games and I'm like, man, I think it's fair to say that you got to be careful in the East and the West. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think you can walk up in here and just take a win, hey, these teams show them you got another thing coming. What you think about that, man? These teams like East and West, you think they pretty strong on both sides this year?
Yeah, and I was telling somebody last night, there's no trash team this year. Now there might be teams where you play them, they probably play back to back, and you might blow them out, like the Utah Jazz. The Suns beat the Jazz, and it didn't really feel like competition, but they played the Clippers so good. And
They did.
that dude Markkanen was cooking. You know, he was grabbing offensive rebounds. He was going to the basket. He was being a big bully down low.
Yes.
But they come out the
Yes.
next day and it's like, you know, whether it was rust or whether it was fatigue or whatever you want to call it, they didn't really compete as much as they did against the Clippers. So, you know, but I mean, this year it's no trash team. Any team can give you the business. You might mess around and lose to a team that you wasn't even supposed to lose to. You know, even though the Portland Trailblazers don't look like, you know, one of the bigger teams, but I wouldn't take them for granted.
Exactly.
I wouldn't take them for granted.
Yo, man, what you think about the Knicks though? The Knicks looking different this year. What you think about them?
Are you sure?
Yeah, what? No, I want you honest. Yeah, what you think about the Knicks?
I mean, Julius Randle has been terrible so far. I mean, I watched the game against Boston. He was so inefficient, and I watched the game. Was it last night?
Mm-hmm.
And he was inefficient. Him and Brunson, but Brunson really he showed up the first game, but I think last game he just had a bad game, and you know he'll probably bounce back. But Julius Randle performing like that, you know, as an All NBA player, he made second team All NBA last season. I didn't really expect him to come out and look as terrible as he does right now because those two games were huge games, but they dropped those games and he was terrible, you know. And as the best player, I expect more from him. So
Okay.
I really expect him to bounce back now. I don't know if he's gonna bounce back, but he really has to bounce back because playing like that as a second team All NBA player, that's not you're not playing to the standards of a second team All NBA player.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you know what? I would have to agree with you. Now,
Mm-hmm.
at least from my perspective, right? I think when it comes to Julius Randle, you know, obviously a good guy to have on the team, love his energy, plays
Right.
hard. But I think, at least from my perspective, and you can agree or disagree, I think he fall in love with the three too
The
much. Like,
three. Right.
what's your mindset on that?
Yeah, I mean, with him, I don't know why he falls in love with the three because he's a naturally strong dude. Like he can get on the block and try to move everybody out the way, especially those that play the power forward. Because you got a PJ Tucker who's 6'5", you got a Royce O'Neal for the Nets who's like what 6'4", 6'5", playing the power forward position, and Julius Randle, you're 6'8", almost 250 pounds. You should be able to establish your dominance down low, but he doesn't really do it, and I don't know why. He falls in love with the three, and sometimes even if he's way off the three, he still jacks him up, and I don't know why. So I think Tom Thibodeau needs to, I think it's a coaching decision
Mm.
needs to be made right there to kind of get him more in the post. You know, kind of like what Joel Embiid does. You know, sometimes falling in love with the three, but they should look to establish their dominance down low.
But
And
see,
speaking of the Sixers, go ahead, my fault. Right?
no, I was just gonna say really quick. See, when it comes to Joel Embiid, though, and like I said, you can correct me on this because I know you, 76ers mastermind, right? You got all the answers for that, and I give that to you. But when it comes to Joel Embiid, I think the reason why we got a little bit more leeway with him is because we know he can get it done. Like if he taking the three, is because most likely he's wide open. I rarely see Joel Embiid trying to take a hard 3-point shot. Like he usually takes it when he's open. Like they're paps on the ball. He'll kind of look. He could drive, but it's like, all right, I'm open. I'm just going to take this three. And he's a good 3-point shooter to be a big man. I got to give that to him. So I think when it comes to Julius Randle, like my man's just be trying to be Curry a little bit. Like it's like you have two dudes on you or a dude all in your face and he'll try to yank it. And I think that's the biggest issue. It's like, look, it's one thing if you dropping them. It's another thing when, like you got a person like Embiid where the play makes it to where he's wide open and then he just has a decision. You agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. And sometimes Randall does get a lot of foul calls when he's down low. I don't know if you noticed that, but
Yeah,
there was one.
oh yeah.
Yeah, there was one game he picked up like 5,000 by the third quarter, and they asked him at the post game interview, and he was like, he's a naturally strong dude, so sometimes it's gonna look like he's fouling them, but it's just he's not really extending his arm that much. It's just it's just the shoulder. He's just giving them the shoulder to kind of like get them out the way and get to the basket. But they call a lot of fouls, and that's what causes not just him but a lot of players to fall in love with the three.
See, and I will have to agree with you on that, man. And
Yeah.
let's see another team that I'm really like, just like, yo, do you think, and I want your honest opinion, do you think the Celtics have what it takes this year to get over that hump? They get to the finals. Do you think they can win it?
With this lineup, no.
Yeah. No?
No. And the
Okay.
reason why I'm saying that is if you play Kristaps Porzingis at the 5, you're gonna have trouble, especially if you go up against Embiid. Now, Porzingis is not a good defender. I know that. He's not a good defender, and he likes to shoot a lot of threes as well, right? He doesn't really have any post moves. And I was kind of surprised last time when, you know, I'm not gonna say his name, but he's a Celtics fan. He came up here and said that Porzingis has, great post moves, and I was like, okay, then why did the Mavericks other coach, what's his name? The coach of the Pacers.
Hold on. I got you.
Kind of forgetting his name.
Yeah, I got you. But keep going. I got you.
Yeah, because I remember when the Clippers played the Mavs in the playoffs, there was one game where Porzingis took like 12 threes, and Charles Barkley and Shaq was laughing at him that he's 7'4", 7'3". Why is he shooting all those threes? And the coach came out and kind of defended him why Porzingis is not on the
Rick
block enough
Carlisle.
and why Rick Carlisle, right? And he did a press conference, kind of like explaining why Porzingis doesn't really get on the block enough and shoots a lot of threes, and pretty much saying that him being on the block, he's not effective enough. He's more effective at the 3. And if I watch that Boston Celtics team, we already know the Celtics already are in love with the 3-pointer. Now, if they're hot, they can beat you from the 3. But if they're not, it's very, very difficult for them to win games. And with them bringing on Kristaps Porzingis, who also likes to jack up a lot of threes, I don't think that's going to get it done. Now, defensively, they look like a cohesive unit because I think they have the best defensive backcourt in the league right now with Drew Holiday and Derek White. That's the best, defensive backcourt in the league. But as far as winning as a team, I don't really see it. I really don't see it.
Because a lot of people now, of course, I'm rooting against them. I want the Bucks to win, but a lot of people are saying that they got it this year. And I'm kind of sitting there thinking, like, well, of course you still got your superstars, but there's one thing to be said when the teams that were getting to the finals, like that was a different cohesive unit, right? So anytime, they're having a good start, they do look smooth out there. And when Porzingis is on, he's on. But I think you called out something that's a big, big hole in the boat is that center position. Because like you said, when it comes down to it, when you playing against the Embiid, when you playing against the Giannis, you playing against the Joker, you playing against people like that, either A, Porzingis hitting 9 for 9 on threes, which that's not realistic, or B, he gonna be down there with them big dudes, and 9 times out of 10, them big dudes gonna win.
Right.
So,
my goodness.
So it's like, I'm definitely agreeing with you. I get the excitement though. I get the whole, this team looks good. This team looks smooth. And you called it out. You got Derek White, you got these guys out there who look good on the backcourt. But we all know when that game slows down, and I think Jimmy showed all of us, especially myself and Giannis, showed all of us, even when you a big man, that game gonna slow down. And when that game slow down, if you ain't got no strength, if you ain't got no size, if you out there trying to be a 7-3 3-point shooter, you think you're Curry inside your heart, let's just hope you really are that night. Because if not, man, are you going to pay? Because one thing I know for sure, we just said it, Embiid himself is a good 3-point shooter. Towns is a good 3-point shooter. Joker is a good 3-point shooter. So not only are these big men, they can shoot just like you, Porzingis, but at the same time, they can get on that block and do some damage as well. So that's the part where I agree with you. And I think that's where a lot of the fans are kind of overlooking. Not saying it's not possible, not shooting anybody's dreams down, But the reality of playoff basketball is that, you know, it comes down to plays and execution and coaching. A lot of different factors play into that. And that's one glaring hole in the boat for me and also for you as well. So I definitely got to agree with that, man.
Yeah,
And now,
I want to add this one to it. Losing
Mhm.
Robert Williams is a huge loss for the Boston Celtics because you don't have any rim protectors. So if you go up against the Bucks, who's going to contest Giannis at the rim? If you go up
Facts.
against the 76ers, who's going to guard Embiid? Kristaps Porzingis? Nah, bro, that's not going to cut it. And I don't know, Rick, if you remember the picture I sent you on Instagram where the Celtics kind of zoned up on Embiid. In a play like that, if Embiid spins over Al Horford and gets to the basket with this current Celtics team, who's meeting them at the rim? Not Porzingis, because he's not a good. We already established he's not a good rim protector. I mean, they played when he was on the Dallas Mavericks. The Clippers played them, and Paul George in one of those games drove to the basket 23 times. Why? Because they didn't have any rim protectors. Why?
Facts.
Because Porzingis was playing the center position, and he doesn't really protect the rim at a high level. So with Giannis, and we already know Giannis is one of the most dangerous players in transition, especially in the open court. Who's going to contest him at the rim? Who's going to contest Embiid at the rim? No one. So I think, and even the Cavs, I could even throw Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley, the Twin Towers. I can throw them in there too. So I think teams are going to really feast in that paint because they don't really have enough rim protectors.
Yo, hold on. And Bruce, I'm gonna let you go next. But Mad Max Sports Talk and Freddie G, appreciate you. Hope, salute, Freddie G. Yo, let me pull this up.
Wait, Bruce, let me answer this question. So if
Mhm.
Kristaps Porzingis is a good rim protector, why did Paul George drive to the basket 23 times against the Dallas Mavericks in Game 3, 2021? Answer that question. Go ahead, Rick. Because
You say that to Bruce?
when I speak, I'm coming with facts. So explain why Paul George drove to the basket 23 times in Game 3. Go ahead, Rick.
Okay. No, I was gonna say just to respond to Mad Max here. I put it up on the page. KP not a good rim protector since when? So I guess that question is kind of going towards him. Mad Max Sports Talk. Mad Max, hop up here, man. You know what I'm saying? I put the link, Andre don't mind going back and forth with you. So I put the link in there again. Hop on up here, man, rebuttal him. But yo, Bruce, go ahead and give us your feel on what team is really exciting you and kind of like surprising you this year that you didn't think that they would go as hard as they're going. What team you looking at right now?
What's up, guys? How you
What's
guys
up?
on? All right. So, I mean, it's early. I mean, I watched a couple of games. I mean, everybody looks good. Everybody going to the finals, except the Bucks. Sorry, Rick. Sorry, Rick.
That's fine. That's fine. That's all right.
Sixers. I don't know about the Sixers. I mean, Embiid is lazy to me. You know, he's lazy. They should have beat the Bucks, and
They got robbed.
they got robbed. Okay. I mean, if you think so, you beat yourself. You know, you could have beat the Bucks easy, but
Bro,
Embiid.
Giannis, wait, sorry to cut you off, but Giannis shot an air ball, caught his own miss, and passed it. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Don't be telling on Giannis like that.
Is the Bucks still Giannis thing? He said it's them thing. So
Nah, it's his team. He was just going with the hot hand. Dame had the hot hand, so.
no, he said he doesn't care what the media say. The Bucks are Dame team. That's what she said. So, OKC can be dangerous. Pelicans can be dangerous if Zion stay healthy. Clippers had a bad loss against Utah. You know, they should have beat Utah, and Phoenix is kind of surprised. That's the team I'm surprised the most. I mean, they have injured players and they're still winning. All right, the men scorers are still winning, and the other players are playing hard. Like what's his name? Okogie.
Okogie. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's been surprising to me. So
I mean,
yeah.
let me ask you this, Bruce, and then Bubba, I'm gonna jump it back to you with the same question. So with the Phoenix Suns, right? Like you just called out, some of them players hurt and all that. I mean, do you think they got a fair shot of going pretty deep in the playoffs?
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead, Bubba.
I mean, I already got them in the conference finals, but yeah, I do think they have what it takes because even though Bill and Booker's been hurt, I think it's too early to kind of make that judgment. But but them playing great now. They play the Utah Jazz coming off a back-to-back. That's why they looked as good as they did. But yeah, I do think they have what it takes to get to the conference finals. Me personally.
They
Okay.
should. They've been load managing early this season. So, and they want to talk about Kawhi, but Bradley, I mean, always hurt. Booker is already hurt, and KD is carrying their load. Okay, good luck. I hope he doesn't get hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully, because the last 3 years he's been hurt.
Yeah.
Mid-season he's been hurt. So yeah, you just don't want KD to go down as well. Because if KD goes down, yeah, they're not going anywhere. But hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully Bale and Booker come back healthy, and they can compete.
I get what that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying to think of like a rebuttal, but y'all making too much sense. So yeah, I can see that. But Mad Max, my man said you can't use one game as a sample size, basically. It's crazy. And of course, that's referencing what you said, Bubba, as far as you let Paul George come down and do his thing 23 times because there's no rim protection. And just to kind of reiterate what Bubba was talking about, we were talking about, that Williams, they got rid of him and that was a good rim protector. But since we got rid of him, now you have Porzingis, and of course, when you say KP, Mad Max, I'm sure you meant Kristaps Porzingis. That I guess he's not a good rim protector, and I'm gonna have to side with Bubba a little bit. I'm not saying that KP can't get no blocks or he can't move around and help out on defense. I'm not saying that because it's like KD to me. Like KD is not known to just really hold you down and just play one-on-one defense, right? Like, but he will help defensively, and that's how I look at Porzingis. So I think what Bubba is saying, and of course he could jump in after this, is that when it comes down to the playoffs, right? When it comes down to that game slowing down and making plays, I just really don't see Porzingis like being that guy to just really shut somebody down. And of course you can add on, Bubba. Like, what do you think about what Mad Max is saying?
I mean, yeah, I can't go off of one game sample size because it's too little. Now I agree with that, but I mean, all I'm saying is Porzingis in the playoffs, like, bro, I don't know if you remember this, but when they played the Clippers, they had to make an adjustment and add another center to play next to him. And in Game 5, they did that with Boban Marjanovic. And that was because you can't put Porzingis as your only and sole rim protector on the court. You need to have somebody. He's great help side, but he's not great, like, as you said, one-on-one. And Robert Williams was good one-on-one and on help side. So that's all I was saying. Because this Celtics team don't really have – I mean, Al Horford he's old now. So if you want to play Al Horford at the 4 and put Porzingis at the 5, your rim protection is going to suffer because Al Horford is a good – he can guard the post very well, but he's not going to contest guys at the rim. And that's what he was doing against the 76ers. He was the primary defender on Embiid. And if Embiid by somehow – anytime he beat Al Horford and got to the rim, Robert Williams was protecting the basket, and I showed you in that picture right there. So that's all I was going off of. So, yeah,
fair enough. Now, again, I agree with you. Again, Mad Max. I mean, we understand. You definitely don't look at one game and be like, "This is it." Solidifies everything. Not what me and Bubba is getting at. Because we understand that. We got basketball knowledge that you can't look at one game and say, "Hey, this is it. They going to the finals," or "This is it. They not going to the finals." We not saying that. We're going off of what we've seen before, what they usually do, what they have, what they don't have, and we're just making an educated guess because we could be wrong. Hell, the playoffs may come here and they shock us. We've seen it before, so it's not so much that we're saying that they have no hope or they suck. No. What we're basically saying is that we understand what Williams brought to that team. right? And against some of the top tier centers and power forwards in the league, how Williams played off of that, played within the team system. So, like you said, Bubba, it really helped out Horford in a lot of moments, right? Because again, Horford may not look like it to some people, but Horford been around for a long time. I mean, when I think of Horford, I almost damn near think of LeBron James. Like, they've been in the league for a minute. So, even though they keep their bodies up, they stay in shape. Age is still age, man. Like, it's still gonna catch up on you in them late season games, especially the postseason. It starts to show. So, we just said when that game slows down, man, and you ain't got that rim protection, a lot of times, not some of the times, not saying they're gonna have some good games in that postseason, but a lot of the times we're gonna start seeing how Williams, protection was really a big help. We could already see that, you know what I mean? But one game, we're not saying that, it's the all in be all. We not going that far, but we just know basketball. We know how it plays in that postseason. And hope, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. you don't have
and
to have faith
I'm
in
gonna
my
say
butt.
this. I'm gonna say this too. And this Boston Celtics team has very good defenders, so maybe that might bring out the best out of Kristaps Porzingis defensively, because that Mavericks team, they wasn't really good defensively. So maybe that's why he was also lackadaisical on defense. So we're gonna see what it looks like this year.
My man Mad Max, that's what I'm talking about, hopped up here. What's going on, man? Why do you feel that KP, what we said about him, is not going to work and they're going to win the finals? Go ahead, you got the floor, brother. Yo, Max, you there? You on mute if you talking. You on mute.
Yo, can you hear me?
We can hear you now. What up, Max? Salute.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Go ahead, man.
Hold on, man. Let me get in the house. These damn neighbors' dogs killed me.
No problem.
But can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, they got like you just said, they got a whole bunch of defenders around him now, so he won't have to cover as much space as he had to cover in Dallas, like what you was talking about when they was putting them exposing everybody else, and then he having to cover. It's like the Rudy Gobert logic in when he was in Utah. It's like that. Like, well, it's so many defenders that I'm such a good defender, but it don't matter because I'm always gonna be late to a rotation or something. It's gonna look like my fault because I'm having to cover everybody else grind.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like that. But as far as the Celtics, I think they got the best defensive lineup in the league, and they can control a lot of teams.
Okay. What's your response, Bubba?
I'm gonna say they have the best defensive backcourt, but overall defense, I think the Raptors got some, because the Raptors got OG, they got Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam. Like, these guys are lockdown defenders. They can lock you up at any time. They can put you in a straitjacket at any time. So I'll give it to the Raptors.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute.
Salute, kid, salute. All right, Max, and what you have to respond to that?
About the Raptors, I mean, yeah, but then you got Pirtle, who ain't as mobile as, so that you can pick them off in a pick and roll. But they got a good defensive lineup. Yeah, some of them guys are reputation defenders, though. We look at them more as, because like I don't think they got a better defender than Tatum or Derek White on their team.
Well, you don't think OG better than Tatum on defense?
No.
Wow.
He said, wow. I mean, that's how he feel. So, hey, they
the same tier.
Nah, OG above Tatum defensively, bro.
Nah.
He said, wow. Mm-hmm. Yo, Ken, who are some of the teams that are surprising you this year? Just starting out the gate, man. Some of the teams you wasn't expecting to come out on fire like they are.
If I'm being honest, I really how everything is playing out right now, I really expect it.
Okay.
To be honest, I expect, like the bad teams gonna like have a good start, and then they're gonna start struggling later on. And like the good teams, some of the good teams is gonna have a good start and like sustain it. So I think Milwaukee and Boston, obviously, the two-headed monsters in the East, and then everybody else is just trying to be up there with them. And then the West, I don't know. I think it's looking like Denver might get the first seed again, bro. Like if they get off to a good start, let's say like 15 and like 2, I think they could get the first seed. But it depends because like well Mike, but you can't rush your players now, so they're gonna have to play their players for the whole 82 game season unless they actually hurt. Like
Teams
Phoenix
already
plays
resting players.
what you say?
Teams already resting players. They can rest.
Nah, you can't they're gonna investigate to see if the players are actually hurt. So that's the new rule. They investigate it, and if your players are not actually hurt, you're gonna get a fine for resting players.
Okay, and Ken, I know you a KD fan, right?
Yeah.
So how you think them Phoenix Suns gonna look in when it comes to the playoffs? They going to the Western Conference?
No, I think we could go to the finals. I mean,
Go to the finals?
I think we got good defense. People probably gonna say, oh, it's just been 3 games, but like looking at like the schemes and like what we're gonna run so far, it looked like it's good. It looked like I think we could sustain it, bro. I think we could be a top 10 defense. People said top 15. I think we could be better than that. I think we could be a top 10 defense because we have good point of attack defenders. Like our problem is our rebounding and our rim protection. But I think, but Denver didn't win with rebounding and rim protection. They won with everybody was on the string and they had multiple point of attack defenders on the perimeter and
They
wings.
definitely won with rebounding.
Huh? What'd you
They
say?
definitely won with rebounding.
Yeah, they won with rebounding, but they didn't have rim protection. Listen, if the Suns are a top 10, top 5 rebounding team, they could win a championship. They just need to secure the rebound. They get stops, but the
I don't
problem
think they're gonna be a top 10 defensive team, like you said.
I disagree. I think they can. I think they could get better as the season progresses because I think defense is effort, and they have a lot of guys who show effort. The problem is they got to build chemistry and defense. You got to be on a string together. You got to be on one string together and have chemistry. It's chemistry, so you're gonna need to play games with each other. I think as they play more games with each other and build more chemistry, they're gonna be a top 10 defense. I think why not? I think you have the pieces. You have the pieces capable of being a top 10 defense. So why not?
What pieces?
I mean, everybody in the starting lineup is capable of playing defense, bro. You can't.
Nurkic?
All right, Nurkic is the only like negative, but he provides rebounding though. He's gonna give you rebounding. He's not gonna give rim protection. I agree with that. He's not gonna be able to switch out on guards. He's a liability in the drop. I'll give you that. But so was Jokic. But Jokic still gave you rebounding, and obviously he's a great offensive player. So if Nurkic could just give us rebounding and just give us energy buckets on in the pick and roll here and there, that's all we need from Nurkic. We're not asking him to go get 20 and 10, 15 and
I mean,
10.
but you're gonna have Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and KD out there too.
They're capable of playing defense, bro.
Yeah, but not high level defense.
They just need to be a top 10 defense, bro. What they
That's a lot to ask.
firepower. Listen, with their offensive firepower, if they're a top 10 defense, they have a great chance of going to the finals and winning it all.
If they're top 10 defense, they winning it all. If they're a top 10 defense, I'm giving them the finals.
Like if you look at it, when they play all right. So in your opinion, who are the top 3 best offensive teams in the West right now?
Probably the Nuggets, Clippers,
And
and
the War.
I don't know about the Warriors. I don't know about the Warriors.
Bruce, he don't know about the Warriors, man.
That offense right now is Steph Curry or die.
That's not true.
It is.
That's not true. You got Moody coming off the bench hitting threes. You got Kuminga slashing and dunking on people. Come on, man. You got Chris Paul hitting mid-range jump shots. Stop it, bro.
That's about a good. You just named about a good 12 points a game.
Come on, man. You got Wiggins hitting. Stop it, bro.
He said a good 12 points.
He did though, did he not?
Come on,
At
yo,
all
hold
what
on,
he
hold on.
just
Hold on.
said.
You know how I know you're capping because the reason why the Warriors, I was watching that game. The reason why they beat the Kings and they blew them out when Curry went to the bench, they kept the lead. They kept their run going. So like they wanted to run when Curry was on the floor, and then when he went to the bench unit came in with Chris Paul, Klay Thompson, Kuminga. They was playing with a lot of energy, was getting turnovers and pushed the lead up. That's why they
Yeah,
beat.
that's defense. You just
Okay,
ain't
but
defense.
they had to score too, and they were scoring.
I mean, but the Kings ain't no defense that we just like. That's not a hard defense to score on either. I'm just
And
not sure about the Warriors having the top three offense.
no, I'm just saying.
I
I'm not gonna say they don't have a top three. I'm just saying who are the best offensive teams in the West though. Like they definitely a
they
top.
probably top five. Top
So then who's third? You said Denver Clippers.
The Sacramento Kings.
the Kings for
I was
sure.
just about to bring them up. I was just about to
Yeah,
bring them up.
they had the best offense last season. Yeah,
Yeah. The
My
Mavericks.
opinion, I so what about the Lakers? Are the Lakers in top five?
Nah,
nah, top 10.
top 10. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lakers don't make enough shots. They don't make enough open shots to be there.
Well, when the Suns play these best offensive teams, the Kings, the Nuggets, we'll see how they defense look against those great offensive teams. So
Yeah.
far, I like what they doing, but we'll see.
'Cause they gave up a lot of open shots to the Lakers. To be honest, they just ain't make them.
But in the second game, they're new. It's a whole new roster,
Yeah,
bro.
but I don't think y'all got the pieces to be a top. Like you just like
Nah, nah. At the
you,
end
you
of the
just
day,
very optimistic. You very
it's not.
optimistic
No, because it's
about
effort. Listen, I'm not asking them to be top
defense
five.
is effort, but it ain't all effort. You gotta have the intangibles. You gotta have the physicals. Like your boy KD can't go at nobody with the ball in their hands. He helps our defender. All right, yeah,
And stop
but
it, man.
he
I seen
he
him.
fooled on ball defense.
I seen him lock up Lloyd Marketing yesterday, bro. Stop it, man. Stop this
The
shit.
Lord marking.
I can't
Yeah.
believe I'm saying this,
Lo-
but I agree with
Lloyd
Ken.
Mar- Hold on, nigga. Lloyd Marketing made the All Star team, nigga. Fuck is you talking about, bro?
Lord
Talking
marking that
about
on
like
ball creation is
the
not there.
pharmacist, nigga. That
His
nigga
on
made the
ball
All Star
creation
team,
is not
nigga.
there.
Averaging 23 points, nigga.
He's
Oh,
not a
Rick.
good on ball creator.
Be-
He's not a good
Hey,
Before
on ball
hey, Kid,
before
creator.
now you gotta be careful with Kid.
Hey, Rick, get
before
easy
before
backstage.
Ken start using the N word and get frustrated, I was gonna say that I agree with you, Ken. I mean, Phoenix has a good defense so far.
Nah,
So
I
far,
feel like you're sarcastic, bro.
so far. But I don't know if when Bradley comes, if the defense is not gonna get down.
So you saying? That's your.
Go ahead,
So
go ahead.
I want to ask Bruce a question.
Go ahead.
So you think Bradley you think Eric Gordon and Grayson Allen is better defenders than Bradley Bill?
Yes.
What?
Grayson Allen, yeah.
Hold on, Eric. All right, no, all right. Grayson Allen, I wouldn't argue that. But the only pushback I would have on Grayson Allen is, do y'all remember that series? 2020, I think 2022, when the Bucks played Boston, Jaylen Brown and Tatum was going at Grayson Allen every pick and roll switch they had on him,
You just
bro.
named two of the best scorers in the league.
He leaves.
So
He
so
said he's
So he's gonna hold on, and Jamal Murray's one of the best scoring point guards in the league. So what you think Jamal Murray's gonna do to him?
What he gonna do? The same thing he gonna do to Bradley Beal.
But hold on, but here's the difference between Bradley and Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen is not always consistent with a shot. Bradley Beal gonna give you offense. He gonna
We talking about defense.
all right, but you gonna need a score back on the guy who's scoring on you.
Yeah, but we talking about
If the
defense.
guy listen, if the guy is scoring on
If
you, you
y'all can't
gotta
get
get the
no
shots
stops, and the
back
other
on him.
team can get. If y'all can't get no stops, and the other team can't get no stops.
Nah,
How you gonna have a top 10 defense if that's your logic?
no, I'm just saying. I'm talking about like a one-on-one matchup, like in between, like individual players wise. I'm not talking about like team wise. I'm talking about
But
individual
defense
matchup.
is team. Defense is a team thing.
I
You gotta
know,
have a good team defense.
I know, and I'm saying I think what Grayson Allen is doing right now on defense, Bradley Beal could do the same thing.
I
I
don't
think
think he can. I don't think he has never
I
done it
think
in his
Bradley
life.
Beal can hold his own on defense, bro. So, all right, where would y'all rank Bradley Beal as like a guard defender?
He won't be ranked, not ranked. I don't have a list that big to put him on.
He's worse than Stephen Curry at defense.
That's a hold on, Bruce. Did you not see the opening night game where Stephen Curry lost the game because the Warriors lost the game because Curry had 5 fouls after going to the bench?
And Bradley wasn't on the bench, and he was not guarding Stephen Curry. So
Okay,
what's the
Bradley
point?
Beal was hurt, but I'm saying Bradley Beal is not a foul machine like Curry. Curry be out there fouling. But hold on, Bruce. Did you forget in 2016 when the Warriors lost the finals? It's because of Curry kept fouling. He couldn't do nothing with Kyrie. He
Curry is
couldn't
way
hit
better
Kyrie.
now. It
Kyrie.
What
don't
about
matter.
what
Both
about
of them. We talking about mid on mid defense, bro. So
No,
what about
Bradley Beal.
2022?
Bradley Beal is way stronger than Curry as a defender. He could slide
What
his
was
feet way
what was
better.
Bradley was doing
Stop
in
it, man.
2016?
Stop it,
What was
bro.
Bradley doing in 2016 with his defense?
He played on the Washington Wizards with John Wall, and that team was not a championship caliber team, bro. We talking about
I mean, because of Bradley
Warriors who won
defense.
73 games compared to a Washington team who won
And
about 50 to
stop,
60
bro.
games.
You
Come on,
gotta
man.
keep it on. Be honest with your teams,
Nah,
bro. You
I'm being
can't do that.
honest, bro. I'm saying
You're
Curry.
trying to
I'm saying
pump up
Bradley Beal is a better
Bradley
defender
Beal
than
and make
Curry. That's
Kevin
easy.
Durant look better than what they are defensively, and that's not who they've been, bro, throughout their
yeah,
career. It's just that's not who they are. Now, if you want to talk about a team aspect, I think that Phoenix's defense is better than last year because everybody bought into what Frank Vogel wants to do. Frank Vogel was a defensive minded coach. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand it's the reason why his Indiana Pacers teams was top, you know what I'm saying, in the NBA in defensive efficiency. And it's the reason why the Lakers, when he coached them, was tops in defensive efficiency, like around that bubble time. So but they're buying everybody's buying in, but I wouldn't call those players great individual defenders, like you know what I'm saying? So
they
they're
won't.
more
They're not gonna
predicated
be
on
good
their
enough to be a
offense.
top 10 defense.
They're more offensive oriented, bro. So if they're not knocking down shots, it's not like you're gonna get them playing high level defense. Like you feel what I'm saying?
All you gotta do is put Nurkic in the pick and roll.
Wait, so
That's
hold on, Levy.
you put
So
anybody in a pick and roll. Any one of those four, Nurkic, Booker, KD. Shit, Utah got the shots that they wanted. They wasn't getting no foul calls, but they were just missing shots. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it numerous of times where they got to spots and, you know what I'm saying, either created contact, which they didn't get the call, or they just missed shots, bro. They just shot bad from the, you know what I'm saying, from the field. I mean, that's a credit to the defense, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, but they got good looks, is what I'm saying.
If you're giving up wide open shots and people just missing them, I can't credit you to that.
That's not great defense, right? That's right.
No, that's a cover up. The numbers might look good, but when you watch the game, you can really see
but
what happened.
sometimes open shots is what defense want to give up. Like it depends on who's shooting
No,
too.
that's terrible. I'm not doing
Not
that.
no, it depends on who's shoot. If you giving up an open shot to a Vanderbilt in a corner, you'll live with that shit. If you giving
We
up
ain't talking about Vanderbilt.
well,
No, Vanderbilt is a good a corner 3-point shot maker. I'm not giving that up. Now he's on the wing or is he at top of the key? I'll live with that. But the corners are the shortest part. You know what I'm saying of the court, so it's easy to knock down corner threes. But nobody, Bruce Bowen couldn't make a motherfucking three from the wing or from the top of the key to save his life. But them corners, oh, he was like 80% all day. So you have to understand, bro, the details and shit, bro.
I mean, the Suns were giving up wide open threes to Gabe Vincent, D'Angelo Russell, and Austin Reeves. You're not just giving up threes to them.
Right.
That's just bad defense. They just missing shots.
And
but you
then
hold
Eric
on,
Gordon shoots you out of
but
the
you
game.
can't take away everything. A defense can't take away everything. You gonna have to give up. You got to live with something.
A
Well,
good
you
You
ain't
can't
gonna
defense can
defend.
limit
can't
a
You
lot
can
of
take
take
stuff.
away the
away
3 point
their
line. You gonna
strength.
have to,
A
You
top
have
10
to play a
defense can
team
take
to
away
their
a lot of
weaknesses,
stuff.
bro. If you play a team
man,
to
that's
their
not true.
weaknesses, you're
A
gonna
top
live
10
and
defense
die
can't
with
cover up the
what
paint
happens after that.
and
You
the
feel me?
perimeter, bro. That's why you think Milwaukee got cooked by when was the year they got cooked by Boston, bro? Because they was a good they had good rim protection and good paint defense, but they sucked on the perimeter.
Who? The Bucks
Milwaukee
sucked on the perimeter.
and in 2022 when they lost to Boston in the second
How they
round
sucked on the perimeter when you got Giannis
because
and
they
you got
had
Drew Holiday and you got Chris Middleton? Well, Chris Middleton didn't play, so
because they, that year they was giving up
They
about
suck
like
because they
33s a game.
offense.
They were giving up 33s a game.
33 is a game. So whose
Yeah,
fault is it?
that's the defensive scheme. That's
Mike
what they were giving up.
Budenholzer? Mike Budenholzer is an offensive minded coach. He's not a defensive coach. And they had, I think, Darvin Ham was on that team at that particular time. So he was the defensive anchor as far as the coach.
I mean, they gave up wide open threes to Grant Williams. That's how they lost. They was fine with it.
Yeah, and Jason Tatum was cooking Giannis and cooking everybody on their team. So
yeah, and they offense, it was Mike Budenholzer was there to coach a good offense. Couldn't even do that.
He got 2.
He got 2? Well, I can't tell. When he gonna start playing some defense like
he got
that
1.
again?
He got 1.
Yeah,
he won in the bubble, right?
Kawhi got
1 in the bubble.
He got 1. Yeah. When is he going to start playing that type of elite level defense? See, his offensive game expanded, I guess, but he don't play no more D. Like, motherfuckers be cooking Giannis now.
He was never a good on-ball defender.
Never been a good on-ball defender. All that help D and swatting niggas from behind, bro, that's a little bit overrated in my opinion as a defender, really bro. Anybody can swat somebody from behind. Bro.
Facts. When they not looking. Facts.
That's Giannis playing defense though, and you say that's not defense. Being a good help side, bro. Being a good help side rim protector is probably more important than on-ball defense.
No.
If I can stop
chase down block, and a guy can't see you. That's not defense, bro.
But Giannis not getting 10. You got like he's just getting a whole bunch of chase downs a game. That's not true. He's a good help side rim protector. He's always there. You know, he rarely not in the right spot on defense.
But you know,
hold on. You know,
you need him to be that. Then he's not there though.
Man, it's easy to be a help side rim protector when you know Brook Lopez got your back.
Why he didn't help then on Jimmy Butler last year? He was doing whatever he wanted to.
Because the scheme, coaching, it was 1-on-1. Budenholzer don't make adjustments. That's why they fired him.
Mm-hmm.
And my man can't hit no free throws. It's just.
But if you're a smart player, though, you don't need me. You don't need a coach to tell me help. Like you're on the court. Like it's so many things that a coach.
I don't know if you know something about overseas players. When they come over, whatever the coach say is what they do.
So you saying they just control like that? They just control. They're puppets.
Yeah, I ain't saying they puppets, but if that's what the coach wants, that's what I'm doing.
Well, at the end of the day, you gotta have some sort of basketball IQ, though. You gotta have an IQ.
An IQ. What if the one time he helped off and he's supposed to, and now he fucking up the whole other part of the defense?
Yeah, but I don't know. Them niggas gotta be way better than that.
For sure. I mean, he got killed 1-on-1, but how many difficult shots did Jimmy Butler make that series?
Man, a lot. Jimmy was out there looking like Jordan against my guy.
But Jimmy Butler has always been great getting to his spot, though. That's one thing that Jimmy Butler has always been great, getting to his spot.
I mean,
Drew Holiday.
Go ahead.
I said Drew Holiday a better defender than Giannis. Why would we put the worst defender on him? I mean,
well, no, because you have to understand length. It's difficult it's more difficult to shoot over somebody with a 7'3" wingspan. He's already 6'9", 6'10".
He would just take Giannis off the dribble. Giannis can't go out on the ball.
That's where you have to have help defense. So you force them into your help, and you force somebody else to beat you. You don't let the best player on your team beat you. Like you have to take the ball out of his hand. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. That's coaching.
Right. But nothing is going to change because now Dame is going to get burnt by. So the next line of defense is going to have to step up. Dame is not a great defender.
I agree.
So all that 40 points and all of that shit ain't going to be able to save you if you giving up 40. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
I think what Giannis got to do this year, he got to let Dame control that offense, and you take the best player every night and put in Maxwell.
He got to pick his spot. So he got to kind of be like the Scottie Pippen. To Dame's Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
You let Dame control that offense. You take the best defensive player. You crash glass.
Giannis looked terrible that first game. Terrible. He couldn't get to his spots. The moves that he learned from Hakeem, that shit wasn't working. He was in foul trouble. He had hella turnovers. Like, we just put too much stock. He invested way too much stock in these guys.
It's painful, but it's the truth, man. No, I said it's painful to listen to, but it's the truth.
I'm just keeping it 100, bro. I mean, I don't invest a lot of stock in these guys who they say is the best players because I have to break your game down at every point. Like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes can't do a lot of different things. Like, you know what I'm saying? They only have one primary thing that they do really, really well, and that's it. But when you take that away, then what do you do after that? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
And the NBA is all about jacking up threes and scoring. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then they low managing already. I thought what
Hey,
happened,
I
Adam
don't know if you
Silver?
seen the start of this season, but them boys out there playing defense this first week. I tell you that.
No, I don't know. I don't know
These
about that.
boys out here playing defense. Watch around
Yeah,
the
they play
league. Don't just
defense
watch
when
the
they
big
want to.
teams.
I feel you on that one,
You
though.
can't just watch the big teams. You got to watch the
So I'm
whole
watching
league.
all
These
the
boys
teams,
playing.
though. Like, but you know, they don't play hard every possession. That's the shit that I be talking about.
Everybody
Yeah,
ain't never played hard every possession, man.
that's true too. But
Well,
yo,
that's true. That's true.
so
Not the
wrapping
level
it
of
up, man. I'm
expectation.
gonna leave with this one last question, man, and we're gonna start with you, Eleasy. So,
Mm-hmm.
of course, it's still the beginning of the season, and
Right.
like Mad Max said, you can't look at one game as a sample size. But what team do you see coming out of the West, and what team do you see coming out of the East going to the NBA Finals this year, just based off the small sample size?
Coming out of the West, small sample size. Damn it, man. Small sample size.
Just from what we see, and like I said,
Um,
it's
I'm
early.
gonna coming out of the West, bro. I'm gonna have to go with um. I'm gonna have to go with Denver again. And I said Denver wouldn't make it back to the finals, but on the small sample size, they seem like the only team that really care. Like everybody else be going through the motions, but they like their attention to detail and the intensity that they play with and executing, you know what I'm saying? They shit. Mike Malone got them really, really like locked in. So, and they're the defending champion. So, but I said that they wouldn't win another championship. But based on a small sample size on what you just asked me, I would say Denver Nuggets, and then I would put the Clippers in that. And then in the East, I'm gonna have to say Boston still. I still
Okay.
think Boston is elite. Porzingis being healthy, if he can stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? I think that they got something special over there. I don't know if Jaylen Brown's going to be on the team come, trade deadline. I mean, but I would have to say Boston, to be honest with you.
Okay. So Boston and Clips. All right. Cool. Yo,
Or
Bruce, what
Denver,
about
Boston, Denver, or the Clips. But I think Boston comes out of the East regardless.
you? Okay. Yo, Bruce, what about you? East or West? Who coming out?
The teams that I'm gonna say, there's a good chance they don't make to the finals. What I'm saying from what I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I know people are gonna be like, but it's gonna be Phoenix and Orlando so far to me.
Phoenix and Orlando. Okay. Now expound on it, because like you said, people gonna scratch their head, but
I
why?
wanted to talk
See?
about Orlando too when he asked that other question.
Phoenix because seems like those guys wants it. The defense surprised me. The perimeter defense is on point so far. Right? Orlando, it's a fast-paced team, young, and they want it too. So they have bigs and inside. They have inside and perimeter. So
Hey,
Bruce.
Bruce, can I ask you a question about Orlando?
Bruce, now hold on, Bruce. Orlando, bro, really? They took that much of a leap over everybody else that you think that they're going to go to the finals?
did you hear what I said? I said
Oh, based on the sample
so
size?
far.
Yeah, I
Yes.
did. That's why I said fair enough. It's a small
Okay,
sample size.
I got you.
Hey,
Do I
Bruce.
believe Orlando is gonna be in the finals? No.
Well,
Are we
OKC,
at the
I
point?
switched my pick, bro. OKC going to the finals based off the sample size.
All right.
OKC and Orlando.
I mean, like I said, I did say off the small sample size. So, hey, what about you, Mad Max?
Off the small sample size, give me Dallas, and I'm gonna go with Orlando too. Uh, I was just gonna ask, are we at the point where Orlando where they're winning the games that they're supposed to win now? You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
that's how you make the playoffs consistently. You win the games that you're supposed to win. You know, they used to always fumble up little Hornets games and Pistons games. And now that leap they taking over there. Watch out for Orlando. I ain't saying they're gonna be in the finals at the end, but That team fun to watch. And with Jonathan Isaac back, he might be on pace for a DPOY year.
Okay. And of course, my answer, small sample size, I would say West. I would say OKC or Denver, kind of like what Elise did, just looking at those two. And then the East, of course, like I said, I can see why you're saying Orlando, so I'll throw them up there. But then, like I said, what I just been seeing, oh man, them Celtics looking pretty smooth for right now. So small sample size. So those are my teams, man. But ultimately, the season's gonna foretell all, as we all know. Teams break down, whether they get injured, whether they start slacking. So it's early. It's too early to really call it, just based off of hypothesis of what you see right now. I could actually understand everybody's answer, so it don't sound crazy to me. But yo, man, so we gonna wrap up the show, man. I appreciate y'all hopping in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show, man. This was supposed to be end of the month members appreciation, but we're gonna go ahead and postpone. Like Bruce said, not too many people from the members hopped in, so it was just Bruce and I think Bubba. So then we'll postpone it, man, and hopefully we can get BJ on the next one. We do that. But of course, he's working with the Clips, as y'all know. So that's another reason why he didn't show up today. He's actually working with the organization, doing his thing. But at the end of the day, man, I appreciate y'all hopping in, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the show, man. This was still good, man. So I appreciate y'all hopping in.
Appreciate
All right,
you.
later.
Appreciate you for having
Later.
me.
Salute, bro.
Yeah, have a
Appreciate
good day.
you.
Salute. All right, y'all. All right. To everybody hopped in, Bruce, Elise, Mad Max, Bubba. Yo, appreciate y'all hopping in. As you can see, even when things don't go as planned, that's all right. Me and BJ know how to pivot, man. So I appreciate y'all brothers hopping in and giving your, first jump start to the season, pretty much on how y'all feel about how the teams are looking and all that good stuff. And that was some pretty good responses, because I actually would have to agree with a lot of what you said, just based off the small sample size. But look, y'all, again, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you're hitting that like button when you walk up in here, man. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. You know what I'm saying? Members, badges available. I go through this one more time, just simply because, again, today we were going to do another Quizlet. Since you guys love it so much, we're going to do it. And of course, the winner was going to get a free, pull up podcast shirt, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, not shirt, but sweater. I'm sorry. So red, black, white, whatever the case may be. But we're going to postpone it till next week. And like I said, I'm going to see if we can get BJ on as well when we do that. So we just postpone it till next week. So y'all kind of already know what's coming ahead. And then, of course, don't forget super stickers and super comments, man. So anytime we have like a big group in here and we going at it, we don't see your messages, go ahead and drop a super sticker, a super comment, so we can get to it. You feel what I'm saying? Again, shout out to the real Elise, the Warriors fan. Make sure I subscribe to the brother page. The brother knows basketball. He know what he's talking about. Also, don't forget about your boy T Sweezy, the Celtics fan. Big fan, Breezy. Everybody knows he's a Nets fan. Good channel. Love his channel. I'm over there quite often, man. He has some funny characters that hop on with him. Don't forget about Big Tone, at Big Tone Sports Network, Heat fan. Again, y'all, take it as a disclaimer. If you show up over there, make sure you know what you're talking about when it comes to the Heat, or you're going to end up in that boom room, and y'all will find out what that is if you go over there talking crazy. Yo, shout out to A at DFJ Hoops, Andre 76ers, man. You already know that man knows 76ers basketball. He knows basketball in general. He was up here today. Make sure y'all check out his channel and subscribe. Yo, Tune In Sports. He's the biggest Cavs fan. Spider is his guy, but he's a Cavs fan. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. And again, $4.99 for the pull-up badge. Shout outs like I just did. Promote your channel, social medias. Make sure when you sign up, you send all that information over to bjmatthews3@gmail.com. Also, we got the $9.99 badge, man. The Clippers badge, that's where BJ, the host himself, he does 3 Clippers talk nights. He comes on here, has exclusive content for you members, man, with the Clippers organization, sometimes Clippers journalists, things of that nature. He'll probably even bring up a player. Sometimes he like to surprise you guys. So make sure you get that $9.99 badge. Also, don't forget, when that summer rolls around, we got that interview badge, $14.99, of course. That's where you have access to get up here with me and BJ and talk to people like a Rick Barry, a Steve Kerr, Ryan Hollins, Rob Parker, ask them questions, man, pick their brains. So don't forget about them badges, man. But ultimately, we really, really, really appreciate you guys. Like I said, today we're going to do the end of the month, contest. And if you weren't here, some of the people who were on, like Bruce, Bubba, they were here. They were actually a part of the contest, kind of like a Jeopardy style thing where I pretty much me and BJ presents NBA questions like a quiz, and then y'all get the answers. Then you move to the next round. If you beat your opponent, again, the winner will get a free sweater, merchandise, as you can see here. So we'll send that to you, man. And then, again, man, I just can't express enough how much me and BJ appreciate you. Again, I'm holding down the fort on some Sundays when he has to work with the organization. That's what a teammate is for. So, y'all see my face a lot more, even during the week sometimes. Y'all see my face a lot more, man. But, man, we appreciate you, and y'all already know the deal. Pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up out of there like swimwear, and we up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all.